Hello dear students, welcome back to another video. Today we have one more question which is based on the acceleration due to gravity. So let's see the question. The question says at what distance above the surface of Earth the acceleration due to gravity decreases by 10% of its value at the surface of Earth. Okay beta. So in this question we have to find the value of h. So here you can see that let's suppose that this is the surface of Earth and here r is the radius, and assume that we have to find the value of this h. Suppose that this is the value of h which we have to find, and assume that we have a point A at which the value of g decreases by 10%. Now before that you should be knowing that what is the value of g on the surface of Earth. So we know that the value of g on the surface of Earth is 9.81 meter per second square, right? This is the value of g on the surface of Earth. And according to this question, if the value of this g decreases by 10%, okay, if this value of g decreases by 10%, what will be the value of h at that time? Okay, so this is the question. Now again I'm going to use the equation that is the acceleration due to gravity at some height. So I will be using here the equation that is g of h equals to g of 1 minus 2h by re. But these equations are important because you will see that most of the questions will be solved using this equation. Okay, now what is the value of just gh? Okay, but now we have to get the value of this gh. Now original value is, now can we say that, let's suppose that if the value of g on the surface of Earth is 100%, which is basically equal to 9.81. Now I will use the percentage concept here so that we will get this question easily. Now if the value of this g decreases by 10%, so it means that the value of g at some height will be equal to 90% because we have decreased the value of g by 10%. So it will be the 90% of g at some height h, means at the point A. Okay, now then putting the value of this in g of h here using this equation, so we can write this as 90% of g is equal to g of 1 minus 2h by r. Okay, now you can see that this g and g will cancel and you will get 90% here, and we know that 90 divided by 100 is equal to 0.9, which is equal to 1 minus 2h by r. Now we have to find the value of h, so can I write this as 2h by r equals to 1 minus 0.9 after interchanging the values. So we will get here 2h by r equals to 0.1. So h will be equal to 0.1 multiplied by r divided by 2. Since the value of r is given in the question, that is 6400 kilometers, so I can say that this is 0.1 multiplied by 6400 divided by 2, and here it becomes 2 2s are and 3200 multiplied by 0.1, which is equal to 320 kilometers. So it means that at the height of 320 kilometers, the value of g will be reduced by 10% of its value. That is at this point where h equals to 320 kilometers, the value of g will be reduced by 10% of its value. Okay, so this was the question for today. Thank you. Bye bye.